Hi, today's video is a 2-in-1. What do I mean by 2-in-1? So I'm going to do an unboxing and review of Christmas Gingerbread Man crochet kit from Avec, as well as video tutorial for said crochet kit. I will also leave timestamps down below so you can navigate the video a little bit better. I have to say that I'm really not impressed with how bad yarn from this kit is. I know I shouldn't expect much from €5 crochet kit, but I had very hard time working with it for some reason, even though I have made amigurumis from other kits from this company and they weren't that bad. As you can see on the screen, included in the kit are yarn in multiple colors, fiber filled stuffing, crochet hook in size 3mm, and metal darning needle. We have to supply our own stitch markers and, if we want to, safety eyes. We also get our pattern in multiple languages. Instructions are easy to read if you have some experience crocheting, but I wouldn't call them the most beginner friendly. That's why I made a video tutorial for this kit. I know that Avec started including a video tutorial with their crochet kits, but it only goes over basics of crocheting, not particular pattern you're making. Now let's dive into how to make our gingerbread man. My tutorial is sped up a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot. You can always pause it and save it for later. That's what I do when I crochet from a video. We start making our gingerbread man with a head. We start with a slip knot, then chain 6, 3 single crochets in second stitch from the hook, then 3 single crochets, 3 single crochets in one stitch, 3 single crochets on the other side of the chain. I have to say I would prefer to start with a magic ring, but I didn't, and that's why I will just keep it as it is in original pattern. Similar technique is used to start the legs later on, but I switched it up. So if what I'm doing doesn't match what's in the pattern, that's why. You will see that following the pattern, gave me a strange lump on the head. And yes, I was able to cover it with the hat, but it was bothering me a lot while I was crocheting. Round 2 is 1 increase, 1 single crochet. We repeat this step 6 times, so till the end of the round. Increase is 2 single crochets in one stitch. Round 3 is 18 single crochets, so we just do single crochets in this round. Round 4 is 1 increase, 2 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round 5 is 1 increase, 3 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round 6 is 1 increase, 4 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round number 7 is 1 increase, 5 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round number 8 is 1 increase 6 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round number 9 is 1 increase 7 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round number 10 till 22, so 13 rounds, are only single crochets, 54 single crochets per round. As you can see, I already inserted my safety eyes and made a smile. Round 23 is first round of decreases, so we don't increase anymore. And it is 1 decrease, 7 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round 24 is 1 decrease, 6 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round number 25 is 1 decrease, 5 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round 26 is 1 decrease, 4 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round 27 is 1 decrease, 3 single crochets, repeated 6 times. Round 28 is 1 decrease, 2 single crochets, repeated 6 times. As we can see, I already started stuffing my toy, but I will add more later. This is very important because the opening is only getting smaller. Round 29 is 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, repeated 6 times. Our last round is round number 30. We do 6 decreases in this round. And later we'll pull the yarn long enough so we can sew the head shut. In this part, I will show you how to make all the buttons and cheeks. First, we do a slip knot, then we chain 2. In next step, we do 7 single crochets into second loop from the hook. After we are done with our single crochets, we slip stitch into first single crochet. And that's it. Well, we need to remember to pull enough yarn to be able to sew the buttons and cheeks onto the body. Next, we are going to make legs. We start with a slip knot, then chain 2, and we do 4 single crochets into second loop from the hook. Round number 2 is increase 4 times, so we should have 8 stitches at the end of this round. Round number 3 is increase 3 times, then 1 single crochet, increase 3 times, and 1 single crochet. Altogether 14 stitches. Round number 4. 2 single crochet, increase 2 times, 5 single crochets, increase 2 times, 3 single crochets. Round number 5 is 3 single crochets, increase 2 times, 7 single crochets, increase 2 times, 4 single crochets. Next we have 3 rounds, so round number 6 till 8 of 22 single crochets. Round number 9 is a little bit different. In this round we switch to red yarn and we do 1 single crochet, 1 chain and skip stitch. So we don't crochet in all stitches. In round number 10, we switch our yarn to white and we do exactly the same. So we do 1 single crochet, 1 chain and skip stitch. But we do 1 single crochet in stitches that we skipped in previous round. In round 11, we crochet 22 single crochets. We crochet both in single crochets from previous round as well as chain spaces. So at the end of this round, you should have 22 single crochets. And also don't forget to switch your yarn to brown in this round. Next we have 6 rounds, so round 12 till 17 of 22 single crochets. Those will be our last rounds. After we make 2 of those legs, we are going to make the body. Now we need to connect our legs. We start with 18 single crochets in leg 1. In next step, we take our second leg, so the first one that we crocheted, and we do 20 single crochets, starting from 10th stitch. So we need to count 10 stitches in last round of leg number 2. This will be the stitch where we insert our hook. Last step of this round is to skip last 2 stitches on leg 2 and then skip 2 stitches on leg 1 and do final 2 single crochets. Altogether you should have 40 single crochets. Round number 2 of the body is increase for single crochet, and we repeat that 8 times, so we have 48 stitches at the end of this round. Next we have 13 rounds of 48 single crochets. So round number 3 till 15 is only single crochets. As you can see, I started sewing the buttons on while I was doing my 13 rounds of single crochets. Round number 16 is first round when we start decreasing. So we have decrease, 14 single crochets, and we repeat that 3 times. Round number 17 is 1 decrease, 13 single crochets, repeated 3 times. Round number 18 is 42 single crochets. Round number 19 is 1 decrease, 12 single crochets, repeated 3 times. Round number 20 is 1 decrease, 11 single crochets, also repeated 3 times. Round number 21 is 1 decrease, 10 single crochets, repeated 3 times. Round number 22 is 1 decrease, 9 single crochets, repeated 3 times. Round number 23 is 1 decrease, 8 single crochets. We also repeat that till the end of the round. I would also advise you to start stuffing the legs and the rest of the toy. Round number 24 is 1 decrease, 7 single crochets, repeated 3 times. In round 25 we do 24 single crochets, but we switch the color to red. Round number 26 is our last round. We switch back to brown and we do 24 single crochets. Now it's time for last element of our body. arms. We start with a slip knot, then we chain 2, then we make 6 single crochets in second loop from the hook. Round number 2 is 6 increases, so we should have 12 stitches at the end of this round. Round number 3 is 1 increase, 3 single crochets, repeated 3 times. Next we have rounds 4 till 6, so 3 rounds of 15 single crochets. In round number 7 we switch our yarn to red and we do 15 single crochets. Round number 8 is also 15 single crochets, but we switch back to brown. Round number 9 is 15 single crochets in white. Next we have 2 rounds, so round 10 and 11 of 15 single crochets in brown. Round number 12 is 1 decrease, 3 single crochets, repeated 3 times. Next we have 6 rounds, so round number 13 till 18 of 12 single crochets. Round number 19 is 1 decrease 4 single crochets, repeated 2 times. We are almost finished with our arms. Last 2 rounds are rounds number 20 and 21. We have to make 10 single crochets per round. Last thing I'm going to show you is how I made the bow. So the pattern calls for Tunisian crochet, but it was impossible to do with this yarn. I tried. So instead, I made a slip knot, I chained 15, and then I made 6 rows of 14 single crochets. And one tip for especially beginners in crochet, don't forget to chain at the end of each row. Chain doesn't count as a stitch, but it keeps your work a rectangle. Lately, I see a lot of posts from people not knowing why their work is becoming a triangle instead. Well, that's why we need to chain if we are working in rows instead of rounds. After I finished the 6 rows, I tied a piece of yarn. I cut a little bit too much, but it worked out great because I also used it to sew it onto the body. Yeah, so I tied it in the middle. It's not a perfect bow, but it's easy to make, and it is what I made for this project. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Now it's time to assemble all the pieces together. Our work should look something like this, or maybe better than this. But I hope that you enjoyed this video tutorial, and I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!